Hey guys, it is me again. And I have a genuine message. I'm sorry I've been absent and I'm getting active again. I'll be posting again in this YouTube channel and I would love us to talk about, honestly, about life, about pain, and about truth. Because I have uncovered through my journey in the last 7 months or something in which I've been inactive that, first of all, I love creating. And in a way, I have abandoned that part of me for a business partnership that I started with one of my friends, one of my best friends. That it was really successful. It was beautiful, but I realized I was abandoning parts of myself because I loved creating, and this is what I did here in this YouTube channel. And I simply just stopped it because I was following that partnership. And in a way, I became a little bit dependent to that friend of mine with whom we were doing the business. It was related to coaching and therapy, which is something that I'm typically doing for the last couple of years. So it became a little bit routine, like routine oriented. I was so lost in the routine at some point that eventually I forgot about myself. And this apology, in a way, I'm asking it from myself because I know that it was a form of self abandonment. And now that I'm coming back to this channel, um, I think I'll just start doing it, continue doing it, honestly, because I simply love creating. Not to get somewhere because I don't know where I can get, but to just keep doing what I love doing. And so these are the three beliefs. Therefore, if I continue, these will be the three beliefs that I want to communicate in literally every single possible form that I can imagine. Because I have come to the realization that this is what my life is about. It has been this theme, recurring theme of mine, that my life has been pointless. I always go to this state of apathy. And in this business venture that I was pursuing with my friend, when I got into the routine, we were working hard, and it was great for most of the time. But for the last 3 months, I got back into the same pattern of it's pointless. It doesn't matter. Nothing even matters. And therefore, I started losing motivation. My performance dropped. I was inefficient. Uh, and it was all because I stopped following my passions, which is to create, to simply talk about everything that I'm excited about, everything that I'm learning, and extracting as essential knowledge from what I'm learning and then delivering it in maybe videos like that. So, what I've come to realize and to accept, to a greater state of acceptance, and I don't know if this is the end, but it is a new beginning in a way. That's how I see it. Is that life is meaningless. That's true. It's just true. Life is meaningless. Everything that we believe, everything that I have believed for my life to be true for my life, has been learned from somewhere, and therefore it it was true for a certain extent, but eventually lost its truthfulness in a way. It wasn't making me passionate anymore, and at the core of it, everything in life, everything that we learn in life, is utterly meaningless. So the whole game of life doesn't contain any meaning. And as nihilistic and apathetic as this sounds, this is what has been why I have been coming to those states of apathy again and again every year for like 2 or 3 months. Even if this turns out to be true, in fact, it is beautiful. This is the truth. It's also beautiful because if life is meaningless, then it's also a game of meaning, right? There is nobody else who could give us the meaning to our life other than ourselves. It's it's us who are aware. You're aware right now, and the fact that you're aware means that you have the freedom to choose what everything that you experience means for you. So this is something that I will be talking about a lot in the upcoming videos. That life is essentially a game of meaning, and there is no greater purpose than that. Every purpose that you give life, you have given it. You give to life, you have given it. And you have put it on top of the meaningless nature of it. And that's the beauty, that's your freedom of choice, which you can exercise as much as you want. But this doesn't change the fact that at the core, at the essence, deep down, existence in itself is just what it is. It is there and it's meaningless. It doesn't have any other purpose than to just exist. So life in itself is meaningless, though it is also a game of meaning. For the fact that it is meaningless, we, through our own free will, have the responsibility to give it the meaning we desire. And this is where it gets interesting. Something else, which is a truth that I'll be talking about a lot in this channel once I get back, and I'm getting back, is that pain is inevitable. You know, if you've watched a lot of some of my videos, you know that I'm talking about letting go, about surrender, about inner work, right? And it's all because we as humans kind of resent pain. We don't want to experience it, right? We want to get rid of it. It's like, if I could live a life without pain, great. But what happens is that at some point, we must embrace the fact that this is literally wishful thinking. It is impossible. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is something that we can let go of. We do not have to experience if we choose the pain that we want to experience. But pain in itself is inevitable. So there is no escaping it. Pain is part of life, and the only way we can live fully is by embracing pain. It's an embracing a life, is by embracing the pain that we would like to experience, going in the direction that we would love to explore, right? And so that kind of pain, which is chosen purposefully by our own freedom to choose, to give meaning to the circumstances of life, that kind of pain that we experience, it becomes fulfilling. It's not just, for example, doom scrolling or being addicted to certain negative habits like masturbation or anything in those lines. No, it is the pain of growing, which is essential. It is part of existence. It's part of being human. It's part of being alive. And then the last truth that I will be talking a lot about, the last belief, I'll be framing in many different ways, is the seeking of truth. I believe truth has power. And if each of our lives is meaningless, utterly meaningless, pain in our lives is inevitable, then there is the truth. And that truth has power. And I'm not talking about absolute truth. I'm talking about relative truth. I'm talking about the truth of this moment. Whatever it is that is true in this moment has the power to free you from the experience of suffering. So pain expressed through you to others, pain, truth accepted and admitted to you in the form of honesty. Truth has the power to free you from suffering. So truth has power. Truth has power to create. Truth has power to heal. And truth is something that I believe each of us should be responsible for. To admit the truth to ourselves and to speak the truth to others. This is part of what makes life meaningful, in a way, even though it is utterly meaningless. This truth is what helps us through our spiritual growth in life, if we call it like that. So this is what my channel is going to be about. Now, for the last couple of weeks, I've given myself a break from work because I wanted to find my direction, my purpose again. I wanted to see why I have lost purpose and to realign back to it. And the realignment is this channel. So I'll be really active again. I'll be talking about these things in many different ways or forms, and I would love to see you around. So this was just like a welcome video that I wanted to create once again. Coming back to this channel for the third time, since it has been created about 6 years ago or something. And I believe this time it wouldn't be for just 3 months. It would be like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm seeing something like 3 years. I'm not even sure if I'm capable of that big of a commitment. So if I were to realize that I am, I would love to discover that. And I would love it if you join me in this journey. So that was everything I wanted to share. Thank you so much for now, and I will see you around in the channel. Bye bye. Enjoy your day.